I'm happy with the purchase. So welcome back to Swedes Garage. Today I'm going to tear down this engine. I bought this engine for 2,000 crown, and according to the previous owner it's supposed to be rebuilt with H-profile connecting rods and new pistons, and I assume new bearings, but we'll see. So I'm going to take it apart and see if it's true what the owner said, the previous owner, if it's true. But I'm not losing any money on this engine, even if it's not rebuilt, because this is an oil pan, a custom-made oil pan to fit these engines in a Volvo 240 or a 940, and this pan alone I get 2,500 crown for. So no matter what, I'm not gonna lose any money on it. It's also got, which I don't have to buy when I rebuild my engine, it's got a new water pump, new timing belt, new drive belt, and some other small stuff. He claims that this engine was never run. He just built it, but he haven't run it yet. That's something else we'll see when we tear it apart. He also said it's the camshafts are from a diesel, which it's hard for me to believe that, why they put diesel cams in it, and I don't even know if it's the same cams on a diesel as a gas engine. So, but we'll see when I take it apart. So this is my task today. Take this all apart and see what's inside it. So stay tuned. Let's start. So I cleaned up the accessory drives in the front here. Let's start taking the head off. See what kind of cams that's in it, and also if the pistons are new. The water pump was new, the timing belt is old, the tensioner is new. That's the only thing. No idle pulley or anything was new. They're all with bad bearings. So let's start taking the head off. use a 3/8 extension, and they have slots between the cam cover and the head, and you can pop them off like this with these slots. See? Oh. I forgot this one. And the cover comes off. It's not very pretty. Hasn't been cleaned. So let's see the exhaust cam. .684 2282. I think that's the regular newer model GLT cam. .684 2282. Was it 624? No. Yeah. 684, yeah. This is just regular GLT, 170 horsepower GLT non-turbo cams from a newer version. Well, newer and newer, but I think they came 96, I think. So let's do the head. Oh, I found another money saving thing here. ARP head studs. That saved me a ton of money. So this is the head. I took all the RP nuts off, and I found something else down there. Let's get a screwdriver here. What is this? Where'd it come from? Somebody put a bolt that was too long. Is anything missing on the upper cover? The cam cover. I don't see anything right now. I'm gonna take a better look at that later. Let's lift the head off, see what it looks like. We got a steel gasket. I mean, the pistons are not new. Well, I can't tell if it's been run after with that gasket, the head gasket. I don't know if it's been run after they placed the head gasket. So the head is off, and they did shim the cylinders. Can we get in there? They shim all the cylinder walls, but I don't know if it's new pistons. Maybe they're new and they had the engine running, but so far so good. You had a steel gasket, RP studs, block is shimmed. I might use this block when I build my engine, because a lot of stuff is already done with it. Well, let's keep tearing it apart. There, I got the ARP studs off, and I'm going to turn it over, take the oil pan off, but I'm a little bit concerned because I can't rotate the engine by hand on the damper. It's very tight, so we'll see. And I also noticed that on two of the pistons had marks from the exhaust valves. I haven't checked the head and see if it's got any bent valves, but two of the pistons got little tiny marks from the valves. So these pistons or this engine have had a failed timing belt once upon a time. So let's turn this over and see what's inside it. Like I said, this pan is for the engine to put in a 240. So this pan with the pickup tube and the oil filter adapter with the oil cooler, that's for sale. I'm gonna sell this because I can't use it in my car. So it's going up for sale later on, but let's take the pan off and see what's inside, if it's got any H profile rods or not. It's time. Pull the pan off, see if it's got any H profile rods in here. Yes sir and ma'am, they are. You got H profile. So let me clean some stuff up here, and we pull the pistons out and see what we got. They got different brands of H profile, so let's see what brand this is, good or bad. Okay, I removed all the rods and pistons. There's no RP bolts here, but they put 12.9 bolts on the main here. I mean, it's got more bolts around it, not just this in the center, but they're all factory bolts. But the main bolts for the main bearings, they're 12.9. Let's see if we can get this one off here now. There we go. Oh, there's oil left in it. The bearings are really nice. They put new bearings in here sometime. I don't know if he did it before it ran, I mean after it ran, or but it's been running. But I don't know when they replace the bearings, but they're in good shape. I'm not going to reuse them. When I build an engine, I want to build it with new bearings. I don't even know what brand this is. See if it says anything in the back. Standard. Adam David 3G. We'll see. I'll check it out on the internet who made those bearings, but I'm not going to reuse them. The crank is supposed to be from a 2.3 liter T5. That's what he said anyway. But that's it. That's an empty block now. I'm happy with the purchase. I got my money worth of it. So let's see what I got for my 2000 crown engine. If we start with the block, it's completely empty now. The main bearings has been replaced once upon a time. The engine has been run with these bearings, not very long, I guess. pretty good. I'm not gonna reuse them, but this is an indication that the block is straight and the crank is straight, because it doesn't have a lot of wear on the bearings. So let me turn over and show you the cylinder walls. So here are the cylinder walls. Let's see if you can see it. It's still got the cross honing in the cylinders. All of them are the same. That indicates it doesn't have a lot of miles on it, this block. And also there are no edges from the pistons or piston rings. Nothing you can. It's a little bit, but it's not where it's worn out, you know. You can't feel it with your nail, but you can feel a slight hump with your finger. But it's nothing that the nail gets stuck on. So I don't know what year this block is, but I'm gonna use this block to build my engine. Let's clean it up and make it perfect. And as I told you before, it's already shimmed between the cylinders. This is an upgrade you do on these white blocks. Make it a little bit more solid between the cylinder walls. So that's the block. What else did I get? Well, I got the oil pan. If you want to put this kind of engine in a 240, 740 or 940, because they're longitude instead of crossover in the engine bay. So I got the pan with the pickup tube, oil filter adapter with the cooler, and this is supposed to be a T5 crank. I'm gonna check the numbers on it and see if it's true. And I got the pistons they've been run, but they're pretty new. There's no scuffing on the side of the pistons. They're really clean. You can see the marking from when they cast them, the one you can feel, you know, with your nail. And we got max speeding rods, 5 of them. I don't know the quality on these rods. I've seen them a lot for sale, and the prices I've seen is between 5,000 and 9,000 Swedish crown for them. The rod bearings had a couple of them, like this one. He's got some wear there, and this one too. It's only these 2 rod bearings that's got a little bit of wear in it. I don't know if they put it together with not enough lubrication, or if they had some dirt in the oil. I have no idea. But the bearings is going to be, or if it's a cheap bearing that's not really round. But they're going to be replaced anyway. So I got a new water pump. I don't have to buy that. I got ARP head studs, 12.9 main bearing bolts. The tensioner is basically new. You can feel it on the bearing. And I got a newer style cam sensor with the plastic cover. Supposedly they say this is better than the metal one. I don't really know why. I haven't done any research on it, but that's what they say. And I got a brand new accessory belt. That's for without the AC compressor, because I'm not going to use the AC compressor, so I needed a belt like this. Plus all the things that comes around the engine. The head I'm not going to use because I'm using that early GLT head. So this is spare parts. I have one more of this head, this style head. No, two more. I got one more loose, and I got one on the engine that came out of the 850 that I junked. So I got 1, 2, 3 regular heads and one from the early 850 GLT. So it's going to be spare parts. I know I have to replace the valves in the GLT head. The exhaust valves I have to replace with valves from a turbo engine because they're different. So I'm taking the exhaust valves from one of these heads, taking them all apart and take the best valves. Both the intake and exhaust, I'm pretty sure they're the same size. So I'm gonna remove all the valves from all the heads I have and pick out the best ones when I'm building the head. I got an alternator. I guess that's it. Like I said, the cams were just regular GLT cams from, I think it's 95 or 96. They changed the cams on the GLT up to like 2000, I think. So that's all the cams are the same. They're GLT cams from, if I'm correct, 95 to 2000. I'm not gonna do anything with these. I have the GLT cams from the early 850 that had got higher lift, different duration than these ones. I got some extra plug wires, and well, that's it. I think I got my money worth from this engine. 2000 crown, I guess it was worth it. So that's it for this video. I'm not sure what the next one gonna be. Oh yes, that's right, I got the steel head gasket. I'm gonna clean this up and see if it's been run or not. Maybe I can reuse it. That saved me a little bit of money too. So that's it, guys and girls. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I don't know when. Bye bye.